So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's being urged to shoot. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Batistuta. Great vision. And the counter is on. And he's worked it through. He's got away. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Somewhat off target. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played. Maldini. And Mateus. De Rossi. Mohamed Salah. Very much a man of this moment. Gerrard. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Salah. Threads one in. Mohamed Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zanetti delivers. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Hazard! Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Schneider. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Mateus. Looking for options for movement. Gerrard. Mateus. Maldini. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now.
Maldini. Antonetti.
Now, can they get him away? Mohamed Salah carries the ball down the right. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Oh, good... and again! And it's a goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in...
And that is indeed the final act. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Provided by the local police.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And so the action is resumed.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times.
Zanetti.
Salah. De Rossi. Back towards the middle. Barcelona still trailing by 1 and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. That is lovely. And it's De Rossi. Cruyff! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substitution for Portugal, number 11.
So we have movement on both
Rummenigge.
benches.
Number 15, Mateus. Coming on the field, number 5.
Christian. Real chance! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist.
He's having a hit! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! It's all becoming so easy. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's come back out to him. Just cruising! They are cruising! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Piqué is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And that's another good win of the ball. Mohamed Salah. Short changes him with that pass. And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can add... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So we're very much on the way now. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Mbappe. Now then, the ball's come loose. He has a look up, closing in on goal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a pretty loose pass. De Ligt did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Good claim, no margin for error there. De Gea did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's picked his way through. Showing great feet there. And here's Yamal.
Lamine Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Real chance!
He's had a shot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Gerrard. And he's intervened well there. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And the shot's on here. Madrid have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers and...
Mbappe! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's forced to go back. Quality ball. Good ball, good take. He'll try from distance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Just eases him off the ball. Yamal is onto this. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Great vision. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Currently being displayed on
So
screen.
very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
Rijkaard.
Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Zambrota.
Shot could be on. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. He's rising! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
The attendance for this match was 96,628.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Mateus was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And this... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he has his goal! And late in the day, a telling moment.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Substitutions taking place.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Aubameyang.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Mbappe. Time is running out here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And it's Messi.
Madrid have reclaimed it.
There will
Takes
be
a
1
shot!
minute added time.
Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. And that is the last of the action. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And we're underway. Edmilson playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Yeah, something that I mentioned.
Shot, surely! Oh, what has happened here? This time, surely! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest...
And he has been fouled there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Can he get it through?
Chiellini cannot be beaten that easily.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Rijkaard.
Zanetti clipped into space, and he was alert to it. Schneider has a look and plays it forward. Spread it left, couldn't squeeze it through. Madrid have a free kick. Silvestre wins the duel this time.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Griezmann. Gerrard. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Yamal. Tries to play it through. Take back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Space for him to turn and look. Rummenigge! Oh, off the bar! Rudiger. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's Griezmann! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, he's been caught napping. He has found the way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, right place, right time. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Towering header! That's really well cleared. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Griezmann was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Mateus. Now it's Yamal. That looks a cracking ball. And shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Mbappe! Marvellous goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome. And that is indeed the final act. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seats, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy.
Hello attendees, this
So we reach the halfway point.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And so the action is resumed. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable match. Shoots! And it's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Barcelona go up by 2 and are looking good.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Now it's Griezmann and the through ball. Now that's well seen too. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
He's had a shot! And it's there! That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Zanetti charging forward down that flank. Schneider knocks it into space. Mateus looking to receive it in space. Chance for a shot! Zanetti gets it away. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Gerrard. He's had it taken off him. Mbappe. Now it's Schneider. Oh, super ball!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Substitutions taking place.
Shevchenko gets on the end of things as a matter of habit.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shevchenko, it's a promising position, ball comes in.
That's good defensive concentration.
That's going wide left. Crossed it, gets his head on it! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. De Ligt is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And it's Scholes. It's Scholes! And there goes their last chance. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
This is a promising build-up. Now it's Bale. Stood up well to him there. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. More and more pressure on the ball here. Can he get it through? Knocks it into space. He's shifting through the gears here. And a chance! Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Kaka. A lot of space ahead. He's having a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
There's the shot! Off the post! And that's a sharp finish! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect.
Bale! Goal! Milan! Into the lead once more. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Schneider, Gerrard. Cruyff scooting forward. Oh, that's fabulous. And Cruyff! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Can he stop it going out? Mbappe. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Silvestre cuts it out. Mbappe. Plays a sharp little ball here. Silvestre. He is through here. Hangs in a chance. Well taken goal. What remarkable powers of recovery.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Barcelona drag themselves back again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Edmilson. Kaka. Gets a good foot in there. That's it, 45 minutes up. Barcelona are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So, really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And here's Kaka, pinches it off him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
No way through. Kaka. Mateus. And it's Snyder. Now it's Mbappe. He might be in here. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. And it's been taken short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Snyder really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bale carries the ball down the right.
Well, this is intriguing.
It's Bale! Great reaction. And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way.
Substitution for Milan, number 13, Dembele.
So changes afoot here,
Coming on
and
the
from
field
both sides.
is number 10, Fernando Torres. Substitution.
Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well read, and the danger is averted. Just about up to 75 minutes. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, he's burst through! And he's there to belt it away. And that is out of play. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Cruyff! Goal! Milan! And again they hit the front. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Milan leading now.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's it's Bale! Yes! Glittering Bale! A finish right from the top draw. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And yes, it's him again.
5 minutes added time.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
No, that's been intercepted.
And it's Batistuta.
5 minutes to add. Good running, strong and purposeful.